Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Library Marketing Show. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com, and I want to spend a little time today talking to you about something called the circle of promotion. Not the cycle of promotion, but the circle. And here's what I mean. I've been thinking a lot about how we promote things within the library and how oftentimes we think of promotions in little silos or like in little categories, in little buckets. And I want us to start thinking more holistically. In a minute, I'm going to tell you actually the example of a library doing this that really sparked this for me. But I want to show you my circle. I'm terrible at drawing, so I apologize. But this is really the best way for me to illustrate what I mean by this. All of the things that your library can do to promote something, whether it's your collection, whether it's an event coming up, whether you're trying to get donors, whether you're trying to get somebody to use a particular database, all of these different tactics are not buckets. They're tied together, and they should be tied together. And one promotion should lead to the next, should lead to the next. Why? Because of the marketing rule of 7. We have to keep repeating messages to our cardholders in order to get them to understand and absorb the information. And also, your cardholders are not, and your community is not going to be in all of these spots. They're going to be in different places. So you might have some people who read the blog, and some people who follow you on social media, and some people who are signed up for your emails. Nobody is all of these things. None of your audience is all of these things. So you got to make sure that your promotions lead from one thing to the next, so that you can make sure to hit all your target audiences. So here's what what prompted this particular video. My former job is at the Public Library of Cincinnati in Hamilton County, and this week they published a blog post with the list of their top 5 most watched virtual events. I thought this was brilliant, to be honest with you, and here's why. Okay, so they're talking about the stuff they're doing online, on social media, on their blog. Then, after they published this blog post, they sent out an email to all of their cardholders with a link to the blog post. Also, the blog post links to their videos because they've recorded many of their online programs. So now they're pushing people to watch their videos, which will lead people to watch more videos and maybe follow them on the social media channels on which those videos are located. And it just becomes a big old circle of promotion. And they start hitting all of their community because all of their community is living in all these different places. I'm going to put a link to that blog post down in the comments of this video. Tell me what you think, and tell me if you agree that our promotions need to all be connected to one another in order to work properly. Also, I'd love to know what your library is doing to make sure all of your promotions are connected. So drop me that in the comments. And I also want to spend a little bit of time today sharing kudos with the Spartanburg County Public Library in South Carolina. They're taking the pandemic and making it kind of fun. They're doing a pandemic time capsule, and they're actually offering incentives to people for putting things into the time capsule. I not only love this as a way to deal with the pandemic and to show that the library does more than loan books, I loved their rules for this particular contest. They're funny. And we tend to be incredibly formal in our library speak when we're talking to customers, but the rules are funny. They're just funny. So I'm going to drop those into the comment section of I'm going to drop them into the description of this video as well so that you can read those. If you have a topic that you want to cover for an upcoming episode of the Library Marketing Show, or if you want to nominate another library for kudos, please do so in the comments. Make sure you check out superlibrarymarketing.com as well for lots more library tips. And that's it for this week. Like, share, and subscribe this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.